Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BA'Shem YAHAWASHI, BA'Shem RICANS. Shalom to my YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. 2nd Ezra chapter 14 verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Alright, so today's lesson is going to be on the growing evils, the growing hatred that people have. Okay, and as well as getting a bit into the whole MOTB. And the reason why is because basically, like, I've been saying this like so many times. It's like I sound like a broken record, which I have to, okay, because you all Israel needs to know, not everyone, but Israel at the very least needs to know that technology, okay, for the most part, when it's done by Esau or when it's made by Esau, is just flat out evil. All right, now I'm gonna get this out the way quickly first because it's a very easy and quick thing. So as I've said previously many times before, the advancement of technology has developed and made people lazy and not want to work, because there's a whole bunch of things that are just doing things for people, like delivery. You don't need to go grocery shopping, or you can just order fast food or whatever. Okay, and even fast food is lazy in itself, because it's just quick food that's made for you to get a bite, and that's it. Like that's your sustenance. Like you're not worried or thinking about, oh well, I need to eat healthy, I need to do this, that, or whatever. Okay, in addition to that, there's also just things where in general you have to go out to do certain things, but again, like say for example, you have to go out to get some documents done and whatnot. There's a lot. Even me personally, when I was doing some documents, all right, a lot of these things which you would normally would have had to do in person, you can just do them online. Okay, like renewing stuff, like all that is just a few clicks away, and then they will just send it to you by the mail and whatnot. And it is a result of the thing. So while yes, it is convenient, all right, but while it is convenient, it is also like developing bad habits. All right, it's developing bad habits and making you lazy, because the trip, like say for example, like instead of having to walk a far distance, you can just take a car. That was exercise that you needed to do in order to stay fit and in shape. But now you have America, more specifically, that has such a high, it has the world's biggest obesity problem. Okay, so everyone's getting lazy, and it's going to get to the point where everyone's going to be like in that one movie, WALL-E. This is literally the second thing after WALL-E movie. It's the second suggestion is people. WALL-E people are just obese people that can't even walk. They just sit on their asses all day and stare in front of the screen. This is what Esau wants the people to be like. Esau wants the people to be these. Oh wow, they can't stand. I'm surprised. Anyway, this is what Esau wants the people to be. They want them glued to these to a television screen, not aware of their surroundings, just eating in the same junk food and crap that's just slowly killing them. All right, and the thing is, let me actually see. I'm gonna have to open my stuff actually. Fuck, Slocky, I'll get it. I'm still gonna get it. There was this one video that a brother had did where he showed Elon Musk. Let me see if I actually can find the thing. Elon Musk, AI people. Yeah, here. Humanoid robots are coming. All right, so basically what Elon Musk is doing, he's making these AI robots to replace the workforce. Okay, I think Amazon was teaming up with him. Is that Jack Black? No, it's not. Amazon was teaming up with him to, because I also heard that Amazon was trying to replace its entire staff with robots, so that those are more people that are going to be going out of a job. All right, so this, like, you have all these things that's going on, and adding on to that, making people lazy, making people not need to put in work, or attempt to be fit, or attempt to take care of themselves. Slocky, that's the correct term. They don't need more and more with all the advancements of technology. People don't need to is this a video? People don't need to stay fit, because everything is just being done for them. All right, I don't think I can find the video, but I think this is it. Slocky, I'm like, oh, okay, here it is. Here, definitely, I'm gonna put the link in the description. Go subscribe to this brother. So here it is. Here it is. Sluck, if there's some pauses, my computer is going slow, but it's
wait for somebody to feed it.
Upgrades to each part of Optimus, especially since it hasn't received much investment in its current version. With the new design, we think Tesla could focus more on Optimus's display. What do you think if Tesla bought next gen had an emotional status display on its
whatever. So you can check this video out yourself. Definitely go check this out. I highly recommend it. The link is gonna be in the description. Basically, Amazon and other companies, they'll be able to, or Slocky, more specifically, these types of robots, they said that they can learn just by seeing something once. So whatever they see, they can basically copy it. All right, which again, like, that's a very crazy thing, because like, on top of that, like, you don't need to pay a robot. A robot doesn't need house, and it will work longer than a human. All right, it doesn't need all the things that humans need. So it's just logical. But at the same time, like, once again, it's like it goes back into the whole what's it called, the thing where Slocky, the thing is that, like, this over here, the pictures that you see, some people, all right, might not think that this is all of a bad idea, because people will love to just not have to worry about any issues or any problems. Okay, and the thing is, like, this was I don't know what, 2008, 2007 or whatever. So Esau was already thinking about doing this before, and even now, you can only think of you can only imagine the type of plans or the adjustments that Esau has made within 10 plus years. All right, so with that, like, it's just like oh yeah, it's like an AI reality. Okay, so without it just being a screen in front of their face, it's just gonna be a whole helmet or something like that, so that they'll be even more so fully immersed, and maybe they'll be asleep or something like that, like if you've seen some of these types of movies. Okay, so now let me also get this. I think it's in Timothy chapter 3 verse 7, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Now this is a big thing. People are constantly learning. They're constantly trying to develop newer and more technology, and they're learning more. They're learning how to advance technology, but what is the cost? They're not falling back into the truth of YAHAWAH, all right, which is that this is the main thing. So they think that they can solve all these different problems, but no. Okay, you can't solve death. You can't solve the power, the full might, the full power of YAHAWAH. All right, it's just something that the Lord just never allowed Esau to do. Ooh, let me actually get that, as a matter of fact. Because I remember, let me see something. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, well, anyway, I guess I can't find it. Anyway, Jeremiah 31 verse 37, thus saith Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord. So, this is actually it. So basically, if Esau could measure the heavens, okay, outside the sky and whatnot, as well as searching the depths, the foundations of the earth, be it the sea and different places that actually, funnily enough, I don't know if you know, but they said I think they said Esau said he searched out 40% of the sea or something like that. Like there was a lot of things that just prevented them. And I also did a video about that not too long ago. But yeah, basically the Lord said that if they could search the depths of the sea, or not the depths of the sea, all the foundation of the earth as well as the heavens, then the Lord would cast off the Israelites. Okay, but the thing is that Esau can't. All right, there was this one video that I shared and I saw where these submarine people or whatever, they went on a submarine to check the depths. Okay, so they were able to get to new depths in, I think it was called the Mariana Trench, and as they were trying to go even deeper, they were stopped by a gigantic eye. So there was an eye that was way bigger several hundred times bigger than their submarine. So they got scared because they felt like it was staring into their soul. I think that's what they said verbatim. And then they had to turn back. So number one, they couldn't fight something that was several hundred times. I'm not gonna just say several times, but several hundred times bigger, but several hundred times bigger than them. And probably number one, even if they wanted to kill it, they probably couldn't kill it. And even if they could kill it, they wanted to be able to chart and make sure they know what is the exact sea creature. All right, but that's a whole side thing, Slocky, about getting off topic, going back on topic to the whole technology thing. Well, actually, that is a part of the technology thing. Esau is limited. Esau can't make it past that. Maybe in hell, maybe that was Leviathan, maybe it was something else, maybe Leviathan's even bigger. All right, because hell, I'm gonna be the first to tell you. All right, I did not think that the sea was that big. That like this is like that's crazy. All right, this is some shit that I just never even like fathom or imagined. All right, this is like that's how crazy, Saki. That's how crazy this world that YAHAWAH made. Right, that's how beautiful it is. Like there's certain things, certain lands that have not been discovered or trotted or met before, and there's places in the depth, multiple places in the depths that have not been fully explored. Or all right. That's because YAHAWAH put a limit on how much Esau can make it, or how much Esau can do. All right, the limit on the technology. So yes, again, even if they attempt to try to go beyond that, which they can't, which they won't be able to. All right, because they can't. They don't have power over YAHAWAH. But even if they as they are going through trying to learn, see, okay, how can we advance technology, this, that, and the third, and whatnot, it will never get past that. All right, it'll never get past what the Lord set. All right, and yet they're still learning, and you got people learning that's constantly learning and whatnot and stuff like that, but they don't have the knowledge of the truth of YAHAWAH. All right, and that also goes in for the MOTB. All right, people are gonna say, oh wow, this is such a new technology, this is gonna make people into cyborgs. All right, so yeah, like you have all this top-notch technology and stuff, and you have actually people have been preemptively taking the MOTB. All right, there's lots of there's a lot of people that actually have the stuff. Eves and Shedemites, Edomites. All right, males and women, whatever. All right, Moabites and whatnot. Oh, I know. I heard specifically Japan has some sort of a chip thing or whatever, C-hip thing system and whatnot. All right, so like it's already like a lot of these people are just through. Like they're just done. They're just they're just gonna be destroyed. All right, but like it like them like. And it all ties back into what's it called? Once again, going into people being destroyed, and then as well as learning all this thing, advancing more and more. But all that advancement, quote unquote, advancement of technology, advancement of knowledge, it's not it's not saving them. It's not helping them. All right. Next, all right. Let me get into this next one because this kind of goes in the same thing. All right. Well, not necessarily, but Yahawadah, I'll link them. But basically, for this next topic, I want to get into, as you said before, for look how much your word shall be weaker through age. All right. So, ironically, yes, yeah, this is the link. So, ironically, yes, people are getting weaker through age because naturally, if we had to walk everywhere, especially so far places, we would be a lot more fit. We would be a lot more physically capable because we're always, doing that physical activity. Okay, whereas comparatively, if you just have a car, something that will just take you there naturally, all right, it'll just take you there. Like there's no, you're just getting weaker and weaker. All right. In addition to that, there's also the second part of this verse where it says, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Okay, so evils is increasing upon the earth. All right, now let me get there. There was this one thing, I think last month or 2 months ago, whatever, with the whole J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar beef. All right, so first, I think Kendrick talked trash to what's his name, J. Cole, and J. Cole heard it. He said, you know what, my bad, sorry, and he apologized in public. Okay, and people, and the thing was, a lot of people, most people, so many people, Slakia, were like, hey yo, not Kendrick, oh hey yo, J. Cole, why are you apologizing? Go start that beef up, go do this, and basically what's it called, eagering him to go and start a fight with them. And then next it was Drake, where Kendrick or whoever the fuck was talking trash about Drake. Drake didn't apologize, and then you got that one song by Kendrick, Not Like Us, where literally everybody and their mother is freaking bumping to that song, and they basically love it, and it kind of exposes him like tremendously. All right, especially with the whole what's it called? Well, just all these allegations and stuff like that. Okay, basically, okay, I'm not gonna talk about any of that stuff, but anyway, it basically exposes him. So it made me think, me speaking as a man, it made me think, so if Kendrick had all that ammunition on Drake and Drake still has not responded, all right, it makes me think that J. Cole is probably smarter because he predicted and he knew that Kendrick had a lot of dirt on him, so that J. Cole did not want to get his image tarnished, so he just apologized, which is the wise thing to do. All right, so the reason why I bring this up is because it definitely shows just how wicked this society has become, where if someone is objectively in the wrong, people still want them to defend themselves. So if J. Cole had wronged Kendrick in any way, shape, or form, all right, and J. Cole apologized, which is the correct thing to do, like, why would people just like, because the thing is, the people, they don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but yet they don't care if J. Cole was in the wrong or whatever. They just wanted J. Cole to beef with them, okay, or just fight, or just do that, okay. And this is like the big thing, because this is spiritual, because this is what people do in general. Matthew chapter 24 verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Nobody in this society, or no one that's in the world, wants peace. They always want conflict and war and problems. All right, it's never you know what, I did you wrong, I did something wrong, I'm very sorry, you know, for how I treated you or misused or whatever. I'm gonna do better. All right, so that's my fault. And you know, that was a very good thing, quote unquote good thing, that J. Cole did. But you know, Drake, being how as big as he is, you know, trying to show that freaking fake tough exterior, even though I think most people know that he's soft as hell. All right, most people know that he's soft as hell, and as a result of that, you know, he's just basically got exposed, and a lot of people hate Drake now. Like there are people that did a whole 180, all right, where people are just talking trash about Drake in general. All right, like it's very funny to see how stupid. Like, I don't even think it's just Jake, but just people in general, how they just act like a bunch of monkeys, where it's like literally anything basic or any base or a simplistic thing can make people act a certain way. Like yes, the song was good, and yes, he did like expose him in many different ways, especially with what's it called, the whole colonizer thing. All right, Drake being light skinned, even though his father is, as far as I can tell, an Israelite. I say a key phrase, as far as I can tell, because I don't know if I don't know if he's fully an Israelite or not. But the thing is, if he is misusing Israelites, or it's like Israelites, Jake's, for his career, and just giving them chump change and whatnot, while he's making all that money and whatnot, like that's definitely colonizer activity. That's like Uncle Tom. Not Uncle Tom, I forgot what the term is, but basically, you know, just keeping our people down. Then, you know, absolutely, like, good on him for the most part, for as carnal as it can get for doing that. But again, like, he's just so proud, following after his father, the devil, and just never wanting to admit that he's wrong, because Esau never admits that he's wrong, especially with, you know, slavery and whatnot. or just anything in general involving Jakes. Romans chapter 8 verse 7, because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh, neither indeed can be. Okay, so this is the thing. This is the carnal mind at play, where people think that they cannot be corrected. They think that it's always the right thing to fight. If you're wrong, fight. If you're right, fight. If it's ambiguous or whatever, or you don't know who's in the right, who's in the wrong or whatever, still fight. It doesn't matter, because you can't let someone see you as a bitch or whatever like that. That is the wickedness of Jake, yes, but just this society in general, Babylon. All right. Now also this, Proverbs chapter 15 verse 31, the ear that heareth the reproof of life abideth among the wise. Verse 32, he that refuses instruction despises his own soul, but he that heareth reproof getteth understanding. Okay, so when someone, this also ties into, yes, this is, something that's good for J. Cole, that he was able to be corrected, but just in general for us as well. Take this as a lesson that when someone's correcting you, someone's saying you're going off, be able to take that reproof. Don't think that someone's being evil or stuff like that. I've literally had this conversation before where someone did something, okay, or Sakya, more specifically, there was an instance. I forgot what the instance was, but oh yeah, I do remember. It was Sakari with the whole graffiti thing, where people were telling, where multiple people were saying, multiple different camps, Lakia, were saying, "Hey, that's wrong." They were trying to talk to them and saying, "Hey, yo, this, that, and the third, don't do that. That's not wise and whatnot." And they were met with Sakari as a whole saying, basically, rebuking the correction. All right, saying that we're going up, be quiet, I don't want to hear that stuff. All right, and just speaking as a man, like, I've just always seen Sakari, well, before I stopped watching them. I mean after I stopped watching them, but I've just always seen Sakari as like the one camp that will never, most camps don't want to hear reproof, but I just see them as like one of the most proud camps, always talking about like clout and stuff like that. All right, like that's not the right spirit that we're supposed to be in. Speaking as a man, but just in general as well too. All right, what does the scripture say? Oh, it's a base, Slovakia. Matthew chapter 23 verse 12, and whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. All right, right there, then and there. We're not supposed to be pumping ourselves up, okay, thinking that we're better than what we actually are. All right, thus saith Yahawashi. All right, this is the red words. All right, so yeah, we're not supposed to be thinking that we're better than most people just because, oh yeah, I got some clout and whatnot. All right, that's not the spirit that we're supposed to be in. All right, even the scripture said the first shall be last and the last shall be first. All right, that's going to make it into the kingdom. That's going to be in the kingdom. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 10, correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth reproof shall die. All right, so again, like if you are in that spirit of you can never be corrected, you can't even just think for a second, like, is what this person saying, is it right, is it valid, am I going off? Okay, can't you just think a bit, take some correction? All right, or is it just no, like no one can ever tell me anything? All right, only Yahweh, or even then for some people, especially in this society, not necessarily an Israelite group, but or maybe an Israelite group could say only Yahawashi or only Yahweh can tell me, it can come down, have to come down and tell me what to do. Or if you're carnal in this society, and you might say that nobody can tell you what to do. All right. And again, it's even at the end of this verse, it says, "He that hateth reproof shall die." Okay. So yeah, if you don't want to be corrected, if you want to just keep on living in that wicked mindset, then you're going to be destroyed. All right. Now, 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 3, knowing this verse, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts. All right. And that's the thing. Like, people, they don't care about what's it called, facts, or what's the right thing to do. The only thing that they care about is fulfilling their own lusts. Okay, especially in these last days. All right, when you try to correct someone, especially like being a prophet or whatever, or just in general trying to show someone that they're going off, people, they hate that. They hate you for trying to correct them. They call you a hater just for saying that, hey, this isn't right and whatnot. Especially if you're trying to show them from the Bible that what they're doing and how they're thinking is wrong. Okay, like this is some crazy work. This is some crazy work that they just hate you for reading the Bible, for showing you what Yahawashi would have done. All right, which is a common phrase, common question that's in the Christian world. WWJD, what would Jesus do? All right. Now, Isaiah chapter 30 verse 2, that walked to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Okay, so just in general, trusting in the Babylonian society, all right, as well as a matter of fact, going back into the topic of the MLTV, trusting in Egypt, as in trusting in the power of technology. All right, trusting in Esau's technology, Esau's miracles, Esau's power. All right, where he has all these different technologies, technological advancements that's doing all this crap. All right, people trusting that they're gonna, that's gonna be their what's it called? Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So it's going to be their shame and their confusion. All right. So that basically, you don't want to be, you don't want to let your anger and let your pride cloud your judgment and make you think that no one can tell you what to do. All right. So the two conclusions here is, number one, Esau is trying to get people to be lazy like this. Babylon is already in an obesity problem. Already has an obesity problem. Try to stay healthy. Work out when you can. Do some stretches in the morning. I just learned of it myself. Do a little bit of exercise every day. Stay in the habit of doing so, and you can be healthy. There's a lot of different health benefits to it. All right, especially since all the food that we have to eat in Babylon isn't the healthiest. All right, so we have to do what we can to stay healthy. All right, so there's that. And the second conclusion, just in general, like, be willing to take correction. Be willing to hear someone say, hey, you know what? Hey, what you did was wrong. All right. And then just if you have a anger problem, just try to take a second to actually examine and think about that. Stop justifying yourself and why you did it, and just sometimes and even if you're not at fault, even if you're actually in the right, just sometimes, especially in this society, because there's gonna be a lot of times where you're gonna be in the right. All right, just say, okay, you know what, my bad. Just try to stop the situation from escalating. All right, if you can, just say, okay, whatever, my bad, it's fine, and then just remove yourself from the situation. You don't always have to defend yourself. If it's against someone that is, inconsequential, definitely just say, okay, you know what, my bad, and leave. Okay, especially if there's someone that you most likely won't ever see again in your life. But if it's someone that that's gonna be, like a boss, police, or whatever, and you have to kind of like prove your innocence, then of course that's a completely different situation. But yeah, that's basically it. I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH BaHashem, YAHAWASHI BaHashem, Rakak Wadash. Shalom to my Akim Wakwathim who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this found captivity. Abba and Shalom.